Oh boy, here comes another leadership development training.
Another set of meetings, impersonal and generic, homework, and a lot of listening. Another set of meetings. A facilitated group development thing was a little bit new to me.
Being real introvert, it can be really challenging me to speak openly in a group.
Hey, how to be a better manager, how to, with insight, and to do this, and here's you do step 1, step 2 in a situation.
Here's 90 minutes out of the day I could take spending time on other things.
That I'm generally leery of the self-help genre or anything that could be mistaken for it.
And a lot of listening.
Go forth, and all of a sudden we're better leaders. That's not how it worked out.
As we looked at 2021, we'd come off of a tough year in 2020, and we knew we were a leaner team.
And more so than ever, they really needed to support their leaders in adapting to these new times, these new challenges.
And in order to hit that, we were going to have to work smarter and more collaboratively than ever before. Raising the bar and supporting our leaders, we knew was a paramount need.
And so ultimately, we constructed a series of workshops and group coaching sessions that we really felt brought people through that arc of personal growth, identifying an opportunity for growth through mastery.
We really wanted to build a powerful skill set of self-driven growth and development, and that would allow the leaders to take an ongoing path of personal and professional transformation.
This was like no other leadership program I have ever been a part of or had seen actually.
When I started this whole thing, I remember looking back and thinking like, oh, okay, like, do I want to get better at systems thinking, strategic thinking? It wasn't about those things. It was about me.
This program was different really because it focused on the journey from outputs to outcomes that had value. That's the difficult piece, and that's what most programs completely ignore. They don't go on this journey.
The program was introspective and very thought-provoking. It really pushed me to take a hard look at myself as a leader and just as a person.
It provided a really safe environment for me to express my thoughts.
And I confess that at the end of each session, I walked away feeling pretty good and was even glad I participated.
I was always looking to answer a question. I was always ready for it. And I was quite confident that I already knew the answer. It wasn't about the answer, it's about the thinking.
From the beginning, it became clear that Ari wasn't trying to teach us specific concepts on how to lead or manage. Instead, he wanted to make us question what we do, why we do it, and whether it makes sense to continue to do the things the way we have always done it. It wasn't so much about leading as giving us the tools to change.
It goes back to behavioral change. I feel like this is a little bit of behavioral cognitive therapy. Learn to recognize the thing that you do that you don't notice, and then when you actually realize that happens, get used to fixing it.
I've always acknowledged that I don't delegate things, but I never really thought I wouldn't be able to change without really carving out the time and practicing that.
Taking those moments to be like, well, what if you did something else? Like, what if you did the opposite?
Where are the examples supporting these beliefs of yours? I couldn't find anything substantial enough to warrant these limiting beliefs that I did have.
I'm so good at telling myself that I know what's best for me, but ultimately there's some more deeper rooted biases, preferences, and things that I need to kind of get through.
Being aware, making myself more aware about assumptions we make in day-to-day living. This is quite strong to know what assumptions we make, what environment they can create.
It's so simple and basic that our behaviors are driven by our attachments and aversions, but I never put it together like Ari laid out. I never even thought that way.
This is why I don't want to talk. This is why I like to just have my camera on or off and just hide into the background.
So I found myself actually being a blocker to myself. It was really simple to say, you know what, this will take me 5 seconds to do. I might as well do it instead of training someone else. I realized I was only hindering my own performance and my team members.
Definitely takes a level of vulnerability. Being able to talk about myself in this way and hear it repeated back to me through the lens of someone else was really helpful to me personally.
It was just great to know that you guys all have securities just as much as I do, and we're all human, and sometimes you just forget that.
Us humans just want to feel significant, competent, and likable.
And if we can be vulnerable to others, in front of others, knowing that it's not going to come back and kind of hit us, well then we now have a great foundation for trust.
Kind of at the end of it, it is about management. to be a better person, not just a better leader.
Watch your thoughts, they become words.
This transformation, this level of development can happen not just on an individual level, but also a team level. And not just on a team level, but an organizational level.
Watch your words, they become actions.
This was a brand new sort of revolutionary approach to learning. This journey was truly led by each of the participants.
Watch your actions, they become habits.
The people who really put a lot in and spent a lot of time on that field work, on thinking through the tools and the maps and everything, came out with fantastic insights, with big aha moments and stuff they wanted to apply to a broad range of scenarios, not just in professional life, but also in their personal life.
Watch your habits, they become character.
You can definitely see a real sense of awareness, a real sense of determination to fulfill your potential.
Watch your character, it becomes your destiny.